Hello, everybody. I'm greeting you. My name is Dr. Michael. I'm all the way from Ghana, and I'm very privileged to be a pioneer of quality health, thereby being here for us to discuss about the importance of a person having a good eyesight and also caring or avoiding eye infections so that we all can have a better life.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Now, okay, let's talk about the topic. There was a time when the use of glasses is majorly found among elderly people. Is elderly people within the age of 60, 70 that complains about eyes issue. But nowadays, young people at early stages are complaining about eyes. What exactly caused it? Is it that there's something this older generation people did during their own time that we are not doing that is causing eye infection at early young stage?
All right. Thank you very much, my dear. First of all, I'll first start with explaining a little thing about glasses wearing. That is eyeglasses.
Okay,
Now,
so
if a person wears glasses, the reason why the person is wearing is to improve the vision of your eyes, and
okay,
the ability is not able to focus on the nearby objects.
okay,
Normally, this thing really affects the elder people. That is, people who are 40 years and above. But in our era, we've seen that young people, and I mean the youth, are also complaining about these issues.
okay,
And I'll give a brief description, a thorough explanation about some of the causes, the things that are causing those conditions.
okay,
Now, when we talk about the presbyopia, like I said, there are many causes that result to this condition. But if you are a youth, being a youth, your lens, that is the cornea and everything, it is flexible. And the
okay,
muscles around the eyes is also flexible.
okay,
So it can easily reshape. It can easily reshape and also adjust your lens. And when that happens, it accommodates both close and far objects. Now, when presbyopia tends to come in now, that one, your lens will be rigid. It is not be flexible. So it is not be able to change shape and also change images. Now I'm moving on to the causes, the thing that causes this presbyopia that you made mention of.
okay,
Because of our lifestyle in this era, that's what mostly is leading the youth to have this kind of condition. The first thing I'll talk about is anemia. Yes.
okay,
If a person is suffering from anemia, particularly a youth, the person will be at risk of having the presbyopia that I'm talking about.
okay,
And we all know that anemia is when there's a little red blood cells. So if you are a youth and you don't like food, let me say it that way, and liking food, I'm talking about high or rich nutrients. Yes. So if you are a youth, you don't take in much food that is containing iron and vitamins, you can be at risk of having this presbyopia condition.
okay,
The other one too I'll talk about is alcohol.
okay,
We've seen it with that in our recent times. The youths are tending to be taking all kinds of tests and alcohols and everything, not knowing the danger that is associated with.
okay.
If you are a youth out there and you are fond of taking too much alcohol, you might be at risk have this condition.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So too much of intake of alcohol could be a factor that can also cause this condition. Yeah. So this is the little brief explanation that I can give it to you for now.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, my listeners out there, one major reason, like Miss Dr. Michael just stated, is that our lifestyles as a youth is actually causing it. We don't really eat food that contains rich vitamins, like especially iron. We take alcohol, and that means that alcohol is one major thing that a youth can take that can even affect youth. Even it causes ulcer. Now it's causing eye issues. Wow. So we need to be watchful of our lifestyles in order to prevent us from having issues with our eyes. Okay, so let's discuss eye infection. What exactly is causing eye infection?
Whereby these bacteria or these microorganisms are introduced, or they find their way to their eye.
Okay.
The mode or the means can cause eye infection. So eye infection is briefly when microorganisms that are harmful occupies an area of our eyeball.
Okay.
That is a brief explanation about eye infection.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Okay, how do we introduce it? Is there a way, means by which microorganisms get introduced to our eyes that we don't know about?
Sorry, please. Can you come again?
Okay, sir. You were talking about the introduction of microorganisms, like it can be bacteria, fungi, virus. So how does that happen?
How does that happen?
Yes.
Now, all right. How do the microorganisms occupy our eyeball? Am I getting it?
Yes. True what means exactly? True what means?
Very good. Now, I'll mention 3 means that these harmful microorganisms get into our eye. The first one is not practicing hygiene. That is the washing of our hands very well. Wow. Sometimes in a different situation, we might be touching some dirty surfaces, some dirty objects, and mistakenly we will not wash our hands. But right after touching that dirty surface, you'll be touching our eyes with that thing. And we should know that anything dirty might be containing a fungi, or let's say a microorganism that is either harmful or cannot be harmful, because not all microorganisms are harmful.
Wow.
So one of the things that leads to eye infection is not practicing good hygiene. That is one fact about that one. And also we sharing, let's say, our contact lenses, our makeup brushes, and all this. That one too could be a factor, because assuming that you are having a friend, the friend might already be having an eye infection that might be caused by, let's say, a bacterial or a fungi.
Okay.
And if you don't know anything about this thing and you share your personal things like your eyebrows, your eyelashes, and this kind of thing, if you share it with them, these bacteria can transfer from that place to your eye, to this object that you are sharing with your friends. So we should be watchful of sharing things that with people we don't know much about. I think if you do that, it is really going to help us.
Wow. Please, listeners, in fact, I just learned something now, that sharing your personal makeup kits that involve your eyes can actually introduce microorganisms into your eyes. This thing is really common among we ladies. So there are times where you be like, please quickly borrow me your eyebrow, your eye pencil. I want to do my eye pencil, you share it, your eyelashes, quickly borrow me, you want to use eyelashes, stuff like that. Please, let's minimize the way we share things, and of course ensure that you don't share things with people you know nothing about. And the part of dirty surfaces, please, let's take personal hygiene very serious in order to prevent eye infections. Okay, so any symptoms at early stage? Is there any symptoms at early stage, and what are the cures for eyes infection? Is there any cure for now?
Very good. If you have an eye infection, there is always symptoms that is going to start at first, of which you should note. If you are able to consult a healthcare provider in the early stage, there is a probability or a percentage that you are going to, let's say, manage or cure that condition. Now, the symptoms begins with pain. So if you are there and frequently you've been having some pains, if the pain you experience is either on your eyes or around your eyes. You should know this very carefully. Yeah, if you experience pains inside your eye, whether on your cornea or around the eye, that is the first sign, and it's a symptom that something is wrong somewhere. You need to get check up immediately. Now, the other one is the tearing of the eye. You'll be water will be coming out of the eyes. Your eyes will be teary and everything. When that happens for like consecutive time, it's not a normal thing. You need to get a checkup, or you need to go to your healthcare provider. And that one will also help. And the other one is we call something photophobia. When we say photophobia, it means that the person is sensitive to light. Yeah, it's uncomfortable when the person is like in the presence or in the face of sunlight. Yes. When you are this kind of person and you are really
very eyes, that is when it happened consecutively, and you talked about photophobia, sensitivity to light. Maybe your eyes is just very sensitive to light, then something is wrong. Okay, sir. There's a question that I have. Yes, one of my listeners told me to ask you this question. He says, "What causes swelling beneath the eye?"
Come again. I'm not getting
like
your question
what
very well,
causes
please.
swelling beneath the eye. I have this question from one of my listeners as regarding eye infection. The person says, "What causes swelling beneath the eye?"
Okay, how do you cure eye infection, or like how do you get medical help when suffering from eye infection? Is it a question?
No, the question is that swelling beneath the eye, like if there's a swelling beneath the eye, is that also an eye infection, and what is causing it?
Oh, okay, a swelling beneath your eye.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes, that is a big yes. It is a symptom that you might be having an eye infection, an approaching eye infection. It is called a lump. Yes, a lump within. It can be within your eye, around your eye, or around your eyelashes.
Wow.
So if a person that normally you get this lump, this swelling thing, you need to take serious steps and get a medical help.
Okay.
Because these are all some petty symptoms that I see a warning sign. And if you take the necessary step, I think we can avoid all sorts of eye infections.
Okay. What exactly is causing that, sir?
All right. What causes the lump infection? Normally, I'll speak about. There are so many things that can cause swelling.
Okay.
I'll speak about 3 things. The first one is pressure. Pressure on the eye.
Okay.
Pressure could be number one if you're not having adequate sleep. Yes. If you're a person then you don't have adequate sleep, there can be a pressure on your eyes.
Wow.
And when that happens to you, there can be some swelling of the eyes.
Okay.
The other one I'll talk about is a condition. That one is a glaucoma. Yes. When a glaucoma happens to be with the eye and it has been there for, let's say, some several months or some several times, it can turn your eye to start swelling up.
Okay.
Yes, it can turn your eye to start swelling up. So that one too is another condition that we must also take notice of. So a lump developing around your eye is a condition that one must take the necessary medical assistance.
Okay. So the person who asked this question, please ensure that you take adequate sleep, and in case of this issue, you need to go to the medical practitioners, your hospital around you to get seek medical attention. Okay, sir. Yes, this question I wanted to ask. I made a research as I was reading online about this eye infection. I saw an article whereby the person was saying that using eyeglasses actually makes eye condition worsen. Is that really true?
Using an eyeglass can make eye condition too.
Yes, that is when someone who uses eyeglasses, like maybe the person has a little issue with the eye, and the person was given eyeglasses to be used. So this person is saying that it will worsen the case the more. Is that really true?
Okay, with that, I would say it's a true and also the false. Now, eyeglasses in particular is a very good thing. It's a very good thing because, for example, in a condition, let's say myopia.
Okay.
Myopia is when the person cannot see far. Yes. In myopia, eyeglasses could be of help. Yes, because the refraction and everything of the person depends on the eyeglasses. Now, it only becomes dangerous, or it only affects the body when it is worn like for a long time. You see, when you wear the eyeglasses for a long period of time, what it does that your body will be automatically adjust. It will adjust itself to the eye. So when you remove the eye, like without the eyeglasses, you will not be your normal self.
Okay.
So normally it is advised that when you are wearing the eyeglass, you wear it. But let's say when you are about to sleep, when you are done reading your books, or when you are do anything that should not be needing frequent attention or frequent focus, you can just remove the eyeglasses for your cornea and the retina and everything to function normally. Function good. Then if it's a need be for you to also wear it, then wear it back. But it should not be a long time.
Okay.
That one has effect.
the eyes. Okay. Because when I saw the article, I was like, wow, that because the person I was like, no matter what, this person we have a point